Honor. In February of last year, Child Services investigated because he didn't like her living with me. They investigated and encouraged him to leave her with me.
Listen to me. Madam, I have worked in the family court for 25 years.
Yes, ma'am.
When a child protective service worker comes to a house where there is a 17-year-old girl who's been bed hopping and is living with their boyfriend and said, I'm not coming home, they say, this is not a case that we have to investigate. This is an errant teenager. But I will tell you this, a court in what probably was a contested custody case awarded the defendant custody of two very young children. That suggests to me that they found that his judgment was superior to that of young children's mother. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if we're talking about judgment, I'm questioning yours.
I understand that.
Great.
Your Honor, if I may.
Shh, no. I want to read this. What part of your body is this?
From here to here.
That's your stomach.
Right where my rib cage along my side, yes, ma'am.
That's your stomach.
Well, I call it my side. You can call it stomach, but yeah.
Well, the police say Susan will take pictures of the area injured at the doctor's office. She described and showed in her inner left thigh area towards her groin. That's what was reported in the police report.
That's like I said,
Just a second. That's what's reported in the police report.
If I read it correctly, it also stated my side.
No.
It was my side.
We have two things. We have two things. We have, during a verbal, this is a statement written for Susan Decker for a civil case on 11/3/19. That's November the 3rd.
Yes, Officer Jackson.
She asked if she needed medical attention, and she also said she denied that.
I did not know it would.
Oh, just a second. That's what you.
Yes.
That's what was given to me. Then what you gave me was a police report that said.
They did get some things wrong, as you can see in Mr. Jackson's.
Just a second. What they said, he was very clear that she was battered by Dwayne, door opening onto her side where she was sore and bruising, needing to go to the doctor for further evaluation.
Yes, ma'am.
Written statement attached to this incident, and further investigation is needed. Susan will take pictures of the injured area at the doctor's office. She described and showed in her left inner thigh towards her groin area. That's not this picture.
That's my side. That is what was hit by the door. The officer even got the names wrong.
Now, my next question to you is, because now I'm merely addressing his counterclaim.
Yes.
Which is, did you call Child Protective Services on the defendant?
Kayla and myself did.
Just a second. That is a yes or a no.
Yes, we did.
We. There's one person on the phone.
Who
called?
Kayla called.
You called Child Protective Services.
Yes.
And on what date did you call Child Protective Services?
I cannot quite recall, but I do have pictures of why I did call.
No, I want the date that you called.
I honestly do not remember the date.
Before or after this incident?
It was before.
No, before.
There was a call made before.
Don't speak. You know when a teenager, you could tell, is lying when their mouths are moving. Did you call Child Protective Services before or after this incident?
Before.
Fine. What month? Because he has the report. What month did you call Child Protective Services?
I do not remember.
Do you remember what year it was?
It was last year.
Don't speak to her.
I understand.
2018 or 2019?
It was 2018 and 19.
Now, in 2018, I'm going to ask you to tell me why you called Child Protective Services.
Whenever I went to Centerstone, I was talking to them because I am getting counseling. I was talking to them when it was a meeting.
To who was
to
them?
my therapist.
To your therapist?
Yes. And I was telling them, hey, my father's living condition is horrible. Those two girls are living in there. And I would like to show you pictures of the home when I went to go get my belongings from that house.
Okay, and?
And they told me to print pictures and take it into court to show the court of his living conditions. And also take it into DCS.
Okay, so you were concerned in 2018 about the living conditions where your father was living with the two children.
Yes.